Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Omnia here, bringing you another video today. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about how to get Sylph and Chocobo to level 11 or max level. Really, you want to get them to level 11 though, because it's the sweet spot, because that's whenever their speed on their summoning actually increases. And you may ask me, OP, why aren't you going to talk about any of the other summons? Because in co-op, a lot of people like Sylph and Chocobo more because their summoning speed is so quick, and most of the time in a lot of these events currently, you don't stay in the event long enough for even a Ifrit or even Ramuh or any of them to like come out and like, you know, use the summon. It takes a little bit it takes way too long, and you would rather benefit from just having Sylph and Chocobo because their summoning speed is so quick. But with that being said, let's talk about how to do this. So first of all, before I even get into anything, let's go into the enhancements and let's show you what I'm talking about with Sylph and Chocobo. So you will know if you just start playing this game, you will have, I don't know, what do you get? I think you get what? You get Odin, Ramuh, Ifrit, Sylph, Shiva, and Chocobo. Those are the summons that you should have. And then, you know, once you do chapter 7, you will get Leviathan and Alexander. But to focus on today is Sylph and Chocobo. So Sylph is the one that I would recommend leveling up over Chocobo. The reason for that is because Chocobo's buff that he gives, which is just a flat HP buff, which is the passive he gives for the party, I feel like it's just not good enough. Sylph, however, whenever you level her up, she makes you more resistant to, or I guess, what is it? It makes her, what is the actual thing? Yeah, it lowers the debuff odds by 20% at initial bravery or higher. So it lowers your chance of getting debuffed by the boss, which is really good, because like, let's say if the boss has like a speed down debuff or an attack down debuff that like is really gonna hurt, like if they put it on like a main attacker, like let's say like they put it like an attack down debuff on, I don't know, maybe like Titus or Titus, whatever you want to call him, however you want to pronounce his name, you know what I'm saying? And let's say you put it on that, you know, and he got his attack lowered, well, that's going to really hurt him because, you know, he's, you know, like an HP bravery attacker unit, and it's really going to hurt him. So the only thing Chocobo can do is just raise your HP, and in my opinion, that's just not good enough for me. I mean, of course, you know, his ability, once he, you know, uses his summon, Chocobo Kick, you know, he grants everybody, you know, a 1.1 attack boost, and I don't know what that is at level 11 or max level. I don't know what that is, but still, Sylph, you know, it heals your party, gives your party bravery whenever you activate the summon, and it gives you that debuff odd chance, and it's just, in my opinion, Sylph's just better. Now, moving on from that, before I get on any more with it, actually, let me share his next recording. Okay, it is. So, moving on from that, we got this right here, which is the materials you need to level up. I think whenever you first start leveling her up, you only need these two, I think. Or no, I think you need this and this. The Gale Element, and you need the Sticky Liquid, I think. And then you get all these later on that you need to get. Now, unfortunately, unlike the crystal quest that you can do for characters, there's no like evolution or like enhanced materials for summons apart from the Ward of Illusions. And if it's not for Sylph or Chocobo, then you're not really going to benefit from it if you're trying to level up those characters. Of course, Ifrit's Ward of Illusion did get made permanent recently for a permanent event that you can do all the time. But like I said earlier, you know, Ifrit, even if you max level him, he's not going to get a lot of use because he just doesn't summon fast enough. But with that being said, we have these enhancement materials. Now, if you go look on any other thing, people will tell you to go do chapter 6 and then do the mission to 6-6, and that mission will give you evolution materials or enhancement materials more so for the summons, and those enhancement materials will only drop one apiece in that mission. Like, you will only get one of that enhancement materials. And at first I thought that people were saying that's the best way to do it, and I was like, dude, there has to be a better way because it's just way too grindy for me. So I'm going to show you what I did. Now, keep in mind is that I want to say that I had Sylph at level 6 whenever I started doing this. I was at chapter 5. I had all the story complete up to chapter 5, but I didn't do chapter 6 and 7 yet, but I had Sylph at level 6. Whenever I did this method, after it probably took me about, like, I would say 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours of me playing, like, you know, in game, you know, not just 2 or 3 hours of me sitting here playing nonstop. It took me about, like, in total 2 or 3 hours, and I got Sylph from level 6 to level 11. Of course, you know, that's different if you're trying to go from level 1 to level 11, but, or Chocobo, whoever you might be trying to get. So this is the thing that I would recommend. I would recommend if you are just starting playing the game and you want to level up Sylph or Chocobo, do all of these missions. Like, do all the story. Like, literally go from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 7 on normal mode if you want to. Do all of those, and then, or if you want to do, like, you know, chapter 1 normal, then do chapter 2 hard, and then, you know, go like that. You can do that as well. But I would recommend clearing all the story, at least normal mode, and doing all the story and doing at least the normal mode, and get to chapter 7, because once you get Sylph to level 10, in order to get her from level 10 to 11, you're gonna need a thing called an anima, or I forgot the actual name, but or the name in front of it, but it's an anima, and that material you can only get it from chapter 7. So, or at least as much as I know, the anima that Sylph needs, you can only get it from chapter 7. But with that being said as well, clear all the story mode. And then you're going to probably have, throughout the story, you know, from mission rewards and all that stuff, you're probably going to have Sylph maybe at level, she's at level 1, she may be at level 5 to level 6, maybe level 7. And then to get her the rest of the way there, you could do, like I said earlier, like I was talking about, once you clear all the story. I'm not saying for you to clear hard mode, but I'm just saying clear all the normal modes. You can do this mission right here, which was 6-6, which is the mission that I wouldn't recommend doing. But if you want to just do this and try to just do it like that, go on ahead, knock yourself out. The thing that I did, however, once I beat chapter 7 and Sylph was still, like, you know, I think she was at level 8 whenever I beat chapter 7, and I was like, you know, I want to get the rest of the materials to level her up. So what did I do? I went to the hard modes on all the mission, or on all the chapters that I didn't clear yet. So any chapter that had a hard mode that I didn't completely complete, I went there and I looked at the mission rewards. Like, I went over here and I looked at the mission rewards. I seen what it had. If I needed Vicious Liquid, I would do this quest just to get 100 Vicious Liquid. And I would go from there. And I would keep doing those quests that need the material, or that had the materials for me. So, for example, you can only get this reward once. 100 Sticky Liquid. You can only get this once. But it does help you out a lot, because most of the time 100 is enough to level you up once with Sylph. Most of the time 100 Sticky Liquid, or even level you up twice or 3 times at whatever rank that she is currently. And I did that for all the materials that I needed. I just went and I just looked at all the quests, and I only did the quests that had the mission rewards for the materials. Like, for example, I think this one has one. Yeah, you see, this is for Chocobo, Monster Horns. You need that to level up Chocobo. And then I went to this one, and this one right here, Monster Claw. You need that to level up Chocobo. And those are the ones I did to get the materials, the enhancement materials for those. And then I did all that, and at that point, she was pretty much, I did all the missions and stuff like that had the materials, and at that point she was pretty much at level 10, and then I needed to get her to level 11, which requires an anima, which I'll actually show you what it looks like, so you don't, you know, get confused and like, OP, what's an anima? If we actually go here, and we'll show you real quick, this right here, this is an anima. Now this is only got, or you can only get one of these from chapter 7. All right, so I'm going to tell you how to get that in just a second. Now, I want to say this real quick, is I think the Gale cores, because I was talking about how, you know, you can do the missions and you can get the materials like that, like how I did. I did every mission, and if I needed Sticky Liquid, I would do that quest and do the missions for it, and get the Sticky Liquid from that quest, move on, and get whatever other material I needed at the time. And the same thing with Gale Adamant. You can get that at the same time as well with those missions. Well, do a quest that has the mission for Gale Adamant. Complete the quest and make sure you clear the mission. Like, most time it's clear the quest without taking any breaks. And whenever you do that, it'll give you the Gale Adamant. Now, the Gale cores, however, I don't think you can get these anywhere. I'm pretty sure there may be a mission, but I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you have to just farm these, I think. I don't think you can get them anywhere. You may be able to get them somewhere, but I don't remember exactly if you can or not, but maybe you can. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on it. Moving on from that though, the anima. Let's talk about it. So if we go back to the quest, and I'll show you what quest to farm. So you're gonna have to do chapter 7 hard mode. If you saw a description of it, you can only get it from chapter 7 hard mode. So you go to chapter 7 hard mode right here. Once you clear all chapter 7 on normal, you unlock the hard mode, of course. And the mission I would recommend doing is this one right here, which is Path to Success Part 1. This mission is extremely good. It has a pretty high drop chance, I want to say, for the anima. Most of the time it takes maybe 2 to 3 runs, and you probably will get like 1 or 2 within those 2 to 3 runs. So it's pretty good drop chance, at least that's, you know, my experience from it, and you'll get the anima that you need. Now, like I said, once you get them to level 11, you could stop. Like, if you don't want to get them to level 20, you don't have to. You know, if you just want to get them to level 11, you can stop, because that's the sweet spot for Chocobo and Sylph. Most of the time, if you had them at level 11, of course you want to get them to a higher level and just max them out. I'm gonna probably do that later on, you know, get them to a higher level, max them up. But for now, you know, they're good to go for me, or Sylph is, at least she's good to go at level 11. But if you want to max them out, you're gonna have to farm this a lot to get a lot of the animas. You need a ton of these to get them to, what is it, I think, what is max level for them, level 20, if I'm not mistaken, right? Level 20 is max, and it takes forever to get the rest of the materials, because once you run out of missions and quests to do, or once you run out of the quests to do and you don't have any other missions, you're just gonna have to farm 6/6 and just try to get the rest of the materials like that, and then you're gonna have to farm this quest to try to get the animas, and yeah, it's gonna take you forever. Now, of course, let me say this video is gonna be completely obsolete if Word of Illusions is here for that said summon. If the Sylph Word of Illusions is going on currently at the time of, you know, let's say like you're watching this video, but the Sylph Word of Illusions is here, the Chocobo Word of Illusions is here, I would recommend doing that, because that's gonna give you more materials overall than this entire method that I just showed you. So, or what you could do is, if the Word of Illusions for Sylph or Chocobo was going on currently whenever you're watching, you could do this method and get all the missions and all that and get them to level 11, and then do the Word of Illusions and then get them to level 20 like that, if you want to do that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. I didn't want to bring it on any longer. Hopefully it was pretty easy to understand. Of course, like I said, if you have any questions at all about how to get them to level 1 to 11, put it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the comment section. I'll answer you and try to help you out as fast as I can and as quickly as possible. Now, I want to say too is that you can also do this method with you can also do this method with other summons, but it's just Sylph and Chocobo is the one that I would highly recommend you focusing on, because that's the one that a lot of people who play co-op, those are the ones that those guys are looking out for, like people who play co-op all the time and, you know, want to like complete the quest like as fast as possible and make it to, you know, they have efficient farming, so they're getting like the most runs in as possible. You're gonna want Sylph and Chocobo, because those are the fastest summons we have currently. So yeah, starting not being able to talk, my mouth's getting a little bit dry, but yeah, guys, hopefully I did enjoy this video. If I did, drop a like, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I'm out, guys. Peace.